are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. So pardon this reclined posture I'm in right now. I'm actually in the midst of doing the September Alchemy Scopes, and I'm quite fatigued, and I need to record this intro for you. So I thought, well, I might as well just do it right now. So hopefully you'll be okay with me reclining and speaking to you. Listen, there's a lot going on. As if you've been following me, you know, it's all coming. Everybody's talking about it now too. So people are clued in, you're feeling it, right? And a lot of my clients are diving. So through the narratives, their wound stories that they hold, that's part of their encoded soul print, their narrative here to mature, grow, expand, and move through in this life. But actually, you doing it is actually for the collective, right? So when we heal the whole inherently, instantaneously. That's just how it works. But a lot of people are now diving, so they're confronting. They've healed. They've done a lot of healing, and they're now diving into their bigger story. And it's the beginning. It really is like, walking on new legs for a lot of us, right? So there's a lot going on. And the reason why I wanted to say that is because, listen, for this month, many of the signs, spreads that came up are talking about further discernment that's going on. So for a lot of people out there, a lot of demographics, because again, we're tuning into the demographics, right, of these different signs, which have different energy sets, different broad storylines that they're evolving, maturing, walking, right? The deal is this, that this month, spread after spread, was revealing that indeed this month of September, and again, we're in eclipse season. So for those of you who follow any astrology whatsoever, you know that we're in eclipse season now, and September is imbued with the eclipse energy, which is powerful, it's potent, it's change-making, it's new potential being activated, right? Now, many of the sign spreads this month did in fact come up that were, there's stuff coming up, but it's different. It's different than in previous months because it's like there's a new layer of the veil being removed. There's new crumbling happening. There's a new level of illusion of our life, of our beliefs around our life that's melting away, that's dissolving, that's cracking, that's breaking. It's being disrupted. And that disruption is creating clarity. That's what it's all for. So anything that is not held in integrity, it's a bit like the Tower card in the tarot, but I'm not saying that everybody's going to be living through the Tower. In fact, a lot of people are going to be living in a new state of empowerment and self-love and self-respect and self-dignity and resolution to walk your path. So this is not a negative month, but for those of you out there that are maybe just starting your spiritual journey and have not been walking the path for many years, you're going to have some crumbling going on. For those of you that have been walking the path and that are familiar with what's going on and you've been really feeling into the transmutation of your soul, of yourself, the frequency shift that's been activated going on for you for years now, this is just going to be another level of your clarity, of your alignment. So there's big alignment this month, everybody, okay? So breathe, connect with nature, connect with your body, turn off technology, love yourself radically. Reach out to me. If you are ready to become clear on your soul print, reach out to me. I will tell you that I am very excited because I am going to be launching a course, Learn Your Soul Print course, that's going to be very affordable. I've been really called to make this thing very participatory. So people are very key to the identification of their own soul print narratives, but I'm going to walk you through it in video, in a video course format, and then there's going to be live sessions available for you. So I'm thrilled. In fact, what I would say to you is, if you're interested in this right now, number one, you want to subscribe to the channel. Number two, subscribe to my free e-newsletter on my website as well, because I'm going to send out an announcement when it launches there. And my website is thealchemyofholism.com. Okay, so let's move on to the reading. Let's move on to the Alchemy Scope, the multi-point Alchemy Scope this month, and we'll see what's coming up. Okay, talk to you soon. Everyone, this is a powerful month ahead for several reasons. One is, let's take a look at the new moon cycle. So as I always do, the Alchemy Scopes are always working with nature's cycles, and I'm always tapping into the narrative, the symbology. What is the storyline that is imbuing the underpinning energies of this month ahead? Now, our new moon in Virgo this month is happening actually on the first day of the month. So September 1st, 2016, at 9 degrees, 21 minutes Virgo is our new moon. Now, new moons are always powerful because it's a seeding time. It's a time to plant seeds for what you want to make manifest. This particular new moon is also a solar eclipse, so it's extra potent. It's very powerful, and it will eclipse things out of your life. So as you plant new seeds for yourself, the things that are not serving those new seeds to come will be eclipsed out. So let's take a look at the symbology. Very, very powerful, everybody. At this 9 degree, 21 minute point, the Sabian symbol is two heads looking out and beyond the shadows. Now, Dane Rudyard writes this about this particular symbol. He says, the growth of true understanding, born out of the transcendence of duality, even while immersed in the world of duality. And we can feel into that very easily. So if you imagine two heads looking out and beyond the shadows, this is clarity. This is the ability to see. It's ability to see here and there, both. So this month, as Mercury goes retrograde, the entirety essentially of this month, or the majority of September, here we are met and supported with this symbol. Indeed, this is a month of clarity, of deep clarity, of seeing the spiritual realities despite our context. So even though we're dealing with the minutia of daily life and this physical reality that we're all trudging through, there is a clarity at hand. You're able to see clearly your own life, the patterns deeper under the layers of your own life, and that of the outside world, quote unquote, outside world. Okay, so very powerful month. And again, Mercury is retrograde. So that again speaks to the mind now is going through a process of inner reflection. And indeed, it's about recalibration. So this month, for all of us, this is a storyline about recalibrating our mind's stories. Capricorn, welcome to your spread. So as you can see here, I have this Buddha board in front of me. I'm painting here with water. So I'm going to be channeling some artwork. Let's see what forms want to come through. Before I turned the camera on, I tuned into the board, and the initial shape came, and then I turned the camera on, and then I let it just flow. I've already shuffled your cards and cut them, and they're sitting beside this board. And when I'm complete here, we'll go ahead and pull your spread. So this artwork here is, the background question is, what event, circumstance, or situation is likely to unfold for the unfolding story for Capricorn-centric people, for your demographic. Okay, so let's start pulling the cards here. We have unusual, feeling, not yet, or waiting, magic, occasional, and then building up in the spiritual sector, unusual lovers. Down at the base, feeling, family, and intention and path. That's down in our 3D material reality. In the emotional sector, we have not yet joy, so we're waiting for joy. Up in the mental sector, we're thinking about magic, belief, humor, and receiving lightness. And then in the center, the central message here is occasional courage or special courage, rare courage. Okay, so the camera will pull up here. We'll talk about the spread first, and then we'll talk about the artwork, the form that came up there, and see how that relates to the message of your event, circumstance, or situation. So in the center, dear Capricorn, is a rare courage is going to be called. That's the central message for this month for you. So there is something calling you to evoke some courage within yourself. Now, it's interesting because this might have to do for some of you that have been waiting for a love partner to come into your life. On a very deep spiritual level, you're wanting a unique match for you, an unusual lover, a unique resonant partner. Now, again, this could be the desire for those of you that don't have one, or it could be that those of you that have a relationship currently are seeking something more unique, something different. But you're waiting for that joy. Over in the emotional sector on that left side, not yet joy, happiness. So you're waiting for the joy to emerge, erupt within you with regards to a unique partner, a unique love partner. Down at the base, let's take a look because it's interesting. The family card is coming up there. So in your material reality, there's some feelings coming up from a family member with regards to your intentions for your life path. So you might be being questioned, okay? So there might be an unusual lover that comes onto the scene, and members of the family, perhaps brothers, sisters, siblings. I want to almost say siblings, but it could be parents or other people in the family. It could be that they're not, they're questioning it. So the family is feeling like, what is your intention with this particular choice? Okay. Now, what you're thinking about, up at the top, you have magic, belief, humor, and receive. So you're thinking about alchemy, chemistry. You're thinking about believing in humor and receiving, you know, a good time. More than a good time. You know, this is about receiving joy, perhaps receiving almost like I want to say you're thinking about lightness, so humor, laughing, having fun, going out and having fun. Chemistry, so the magic alchemy card is coming up. You're thinking too about receiving beliefs. And what I want to say about that is I think you're looking for somebody that has a like mind to you, right? Or this month, perhaps some of you find an unusual lover that has a like mind to you. But it's going to take a little bit of courage on your part to actually step up to the plate. So if you really are wanting this unique resonant lover for you, even if the family is not, you know, too keen on this choice for your life path, maybe you're tired of waiting for the joy. But you realize that in order to have that specialness come into your life, you are going to have to step up your courage. So that's the theme for a lot of you out there, okay? And that's going to come in its different iterations. You're each individuals with your own life paths that are very distinct to you. But this is the general narrative that's coming up for a specific event, situation, or circumstance, again, that's likely to come up for this demographic. Now, if we look over at the art, it's starting to fade out, as you can see there, right? But it was essentially a spiral. So it was kind of a loop at the top, and then it came down. There were these 3 lines that kind of pushed out. Pretty, soft, spiraled, attractive. And then up at the top, where that loop came out, there were like little leaves. So there were 4 like leaf growths that came out of that vine, or that spiraled piece that came out at the top. At the bottom, there was a circle. Okay, it's dripping down at the bottom, you can see on the Buddha board, but it was a circle. So there's some seed, some potentiality at the base of what looks like kind of a fun, flowing progression. So again, there's that loop at the top, it comes down, and then there's a curvy line, a curvy line, a curvy line. So this is like there's flow, there's fun, there's lightness actually in the air, and there's new growth that's happening with the leaves evident at the top. At the bottom, there is a seed of potentiality. So maybe the person that you have met, or the person that you want to bring into your reality, that is unusual, that is resonant with you, that does have a sense of humor, there is new birth to be had. It is going to take courage, though, Cap. You're going to, if you really want to manifest this, you're going to have to step up and out into the world in a new way. Okay, so let's take a look at the I Ching and the Dakini that came forward for you. Now, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, because the I Ching that came up for you, you received 2 I Ching hexagrams to denote the general microcycle narrative. So underpinning your specific event, what is the main story of unfolding for Capricorn people, the Capricorn demographic? You received number 4, youthful folly, and it came with changing lines. So it became number 61, centering in truth. This could not be more appropriate and more aligned with your spread, because what this is saying, youthful folly is talking about a youthful attitude, and that can read in different ways. So for example, it can be naivete. It can speak to who's the teacher, who's the student. But for this message for you, because I use the I Ching in a very specific way for these readings, I'm getting that this is about fun, pure fun for you. And you're ready. The centering in truth is about you cutting to the core, getting to the root of what is true for you. I think you are wanting to have more fun and joy. And so whatever is activated in your life that's preventing fun and joy, it's not vibing for you. But you're realizing that in order for you to access that peace, you're going to have to be courageous. Now, the other advice for you that's coming forward is for you to become number 32, Liquida. This is the Dakini from Penny Slinger 64 Dakini Oracle. Number 32, Liquida, is water. So keep in mind, the artwork that came up for you was very flowing. It was very organic. It was simple. It was fun. It was playful. It was whimsical. It was easy. It flowed. In fact, for you to become Liquida is saying for you to go with the flow. This is about becoming like water. Go with the flow. Go with what is coming naturally for you. It's not about not being discerning. It's about wisdom inherent in that process, but it is about allowing yourself to be malleable, to be mutable, to be flexible. Because for you to access a rare courage might mean that there are going to be opportunities to meet new people in the month of September, dear Cap. There could be parties, gatherings, get-togethers, community events, author talks, yoga classes, whatever it is. But guess what? For you to actually spark the inner courage means that you have to become like water. You have to be open and responsive to what emerges, what comes up. Be flexible, be mutable. If you usually don't go to the local bookstore to watch the authors, start going to the bookstore. So listen to your intuition. Become deeply connected to your emotionality. That's the other thing. So especially because you got the joy card in the emotional sector, for you to tap into your deep core of joy emotionally, that will help you become the compass about what events to go to locally, and that'll help you activate that courage. You know, follow your bliss, follow the joy. That is the resonance with your higher self. That is your compass always. So for you to actually go with your bliss is going to help you activate the courage that's called. What a beautiful month for a lot of you out there. Okay, so maybe the growth edge is going to be, you know, when any family members call into question your motives for your path as you seek joy, you get to stand in your truth in that. Okay, I'm wishing you a fabulous month ahead. Hey everyone. So before I sign off for this month, I wanted to alert all of you that haven't seen my previous advertisement video that I have some offerings on the table, some tools to help clarify what's happening for you, for your soul journey over the course of this very dynamic period. So for the fall 2016, there's an offering for me to provide you a video tapping into your particular soul journey and what's unfolding for you. And there's also, I'm putting on the table now, way in advance of 2017, but for those interested in tapping into their 2017 cycle, that is also on the table now. And I will tell you that what I didn't put in the other video is right now it's at a discounted rate because it's before 2017. But once 2017 hits, or maybe even at the end of December, I don't know when I'll do it, but the price will go up. But you have many months. But I will say, for anybody now who's interested, that's on offer. And then for anybody interested in tapping into both 2016 fall and the 2017 year for them, for what's unfolding, for, you know, what is the narrative and what's the growth edge? What is it that's pulling you into a new state of being over the course of this time frame in human history? There's a special deal for both of those. Okay, so again, these are videos from me, personalized videos from me for you to help clarify what's going on in your storyline. So if you're interested in that, the link will be somehow here on the video, and the link will always be in the description below this video as well. Okay, so everybody, I'm wishing you a very empowering, self-loving, self-aligning month of September 2016. I'll see you soon. Bye.